Hello and welcome to Guitar Lessons with Billy Prewitt. This lesson series goes with Billy's guitar lesson book. If you don't already have your guitar lesson book, you can visit speaktometoday.com/BNRmusic to find out how to purchase a PDF version or order a paperback copy. So get your guitar and your lesson book ready and let's get started.
Welcome to lesson number 8. In this lesson, we're going to learn a new chord, the chord G, and we're also going to learn how to play our first 1-4-5-1 progression. Now, 1-4-5-1 progressions are very important, and so we're going to learn how to do the first one today. So you're going to need to have your guitar lesson book, and you're going to need to turn to page number 5, and we're also going to use page number 4. On page number 5, I'd like you to look at the chord D. I'm sorry, not D, G. You're going to look at the chord G, and you're going to notice the first thing is that your fourth finger, so that's your pinky, your fourth finger is on string number 1, fret number 3. So it's right there. Now, it would be better for you to try and put your fingers on this by looking at the frame rather than looking at my fingers, but even if not, I'm going to go ahead and play it anyway. You'll notice that finger number 3 is on string 6, fret 3. So you've got all these strings in the middle that are not being touched. You got the top string with the ring finger, and you got the bottom string with the pinky. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you about that one. I remember when I was first playing guitar, I had to physically grab my pinky and make it go down there because it's just not easy to do that, at least to begin with. Fortunately, after a little practice and a little maneuvering, you can do it, because if I can do it with my fingers, you can do it with yours. Okay, so here we go. Look at this. So then I put my middle finger on string 5, fret 2. I'm going to hold that up close again. And so that's what it looks like right there. That's what a G chord looks like when you put it on the strings. Now, invariably, when I teach to play it this way, somebody's going to say, well, why can't I play it like this instead? Okay, well, and I'll tell you, you can. You absolutely can. But I encourage you anyway to go ahead and play it like this. I know that this is kind of a method that a lot of people use, but my experience says that way to play it right there is going to be a little slower in your transitions to C, and definitely your transition to G7, which is like this if you do it my way, but if you do it this way, it's like this. You're moving a lot. So I think that I always teach it this way. If you want to do it the other way, then you can, I guess. But nevertheless, so use these fingers. Those shortcuts are not always shortcuts in the end. So but at the same time, you actually be better off to learn both ways, because you never know when one way may be of more benefit than the other, especially when we start using a G that's got a different altered fingerings. Okay, now here we go. So we're back on the G chord. Now, I'll give you a tip as to how to get your fingers there. Put your middle finger first, then put your ring finger second, and then bring down your pinky. And for the first several times, it's going to be difficult to do that, to get them all. And then once you get them all on there, hold them tight, and you can play a G chord just like that. So now that's your G chord. And you're going to want to get to where you can move between your D chord and your G chord and your A chord pretty smoothly. Okay, now I'm looking at the page that has the 1-4-5-1 progressions, and it looks like just a bunch of letters if you're looking at it, and it has the Roman numerals 1-4-5-1 at the top. And I'm looking at the second line that has the chords that we've already learned on it. So that we're looking at a D, a G, an A, and a D. And we're going to try and learn to play that using strumming pattern 1 during this lesson. So I want you to put your fingers on D, and now I want you to switch to G. Now, if you're just now doing G for the first time, you're probably going to have to pause the lesson and do that maybe even for a couple days before you can make it work like that. So if you're sitting there thinking, well, I'm never going to get this, first of all, that's not true. If you practice, you will. And secondly, you're not abnormal to feel that way right now. That's very normal don't feel bad to pause the video and do this for a couple days, because in reality, you know, I remember it took me a good couple days to put my fingers there comfortably, maybe even longer than a couple days. So don't feel bad if you think, wow, I'm moving slow. No, you're probably not. The videos move fast, but you're probably not moving slow. So, okay, now we're going to assume that you've practiced this move from a D to a G, and you can kind of, sort of, a little bit at least do it. So here we go. We're on a D, and we're going to move to G. So I'm going to move my 2 fingers up to the top and then pull my finger down. Now I'm on a G chord, and now I'm going to move to A. So I'm going to lift all my fingers off, and I'm going to put my fingers over here on A, and now I'm going to move back to D. Okay, all right. Very good. Hopefully you were able to do that. Now we're going to do it again. D, and we're going to move to G. Here we go. There's G. And now we're going to move to A. Boom. And back to D. Very good. Okay, so now we've gotten to where we can move. Now here's what we're going to do. We're going to move, and we're going to play each chord one time. And then we're going to move and play the other one. Just one strum, just straight down. But we're going to do it together. So you can take as many counts as you want to get there, but when it's time for me to go down, that's when you need to be on the next chord. So here we go. In fact, we're going to play one strum every 8 counts, just so you know what's going to happen. So here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Strum and move your chord. 1, 2, ready, and strum and move your hand. 1, 2, ready, and strum, move your hand. 1, 2, ready, and strum. Now, that probably didn't happen the first time. If you're doing this for the first time, it didn't happen the first time. So let's try it again. It's probably not going to happen if you try it 10 times, but eventually you will get it. So don't give up. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Strum, 2, 3, 4, switch, switch, ready, go. Strum, 2, 3, 4, switch, and here we go. Strum, 2, 3, 4, switch, and here we go. Strum, 2, 3. There you go. And hopefully after you do that, and you're going to have to obviously stop the video and practice doing that on your own for a little while till you get to where you can move. Now we're going to do the hard part. We're going to add strumming pattern number 1. And we're going to switch. Now, the first time we play it, we're going to pretend that you've not done this before. And we're going to switch really every 8 counts or so. Actually, no, we're not going to switch every 8 counts. We're going to switch every 16 or 20 counts. And we're going to move our fingers incredibly slow. The point is that we have to make sure that our right hand never, ever stops. Our right hand can never stop. So here we go. And we're going to switch when I say switch. And you can take as long as you want, but try to get there before I move on to the next one. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. So we're on D, and we're ready to switch. So now we're on G. Now we're ready to switch. Now we're on A. Now we're ready to switch. Ended on D. Now, you're going to have to practice that just a little bit, and when you get comfortable with that, then come back to the video and we're going to play this together, and we're going to change every 8 measures, and we're going to, not measures, every 8 beats, and we're going to keep our strumming hand going the whole entire time. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Switch. G. Switch to A. Switch back to D. Wow, hopefully you were able to do that with me. We're going to do it one more time, and then we're going to do it faster. Here we go. 1, 2, start on D. D. Switch to G. Switch to A. Switch to D. Very good. Okay, now we're going to do it. Instead of every 8 beats, we're going to do it every 4 beats. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. D, G, A, D. Let's do it again. D, G, A, D. hopefully you were able to do that. Until next time.
Well, that certainly was a lot of fun. You are now ready for the next video in the series Guitar Lessons with Billy Prewitt. See you next time.